What's up, everybody? My name's Jacob. Welcome to the Engineers Without Filters podcast.
Damn, Jacob, it sounds like you got something shoved up your nose there.
Yeah, my voice is a little bit more nasally this time around. I'm just a little sick, that's all. Jacob is out doing some bullshit, grad school, whatever, trying to continue his education. Fuck him.
Our
We can
dad's
survive
gone.
without
That
him.
means that we can party,
Yeah,
right?
which means the topics are going to be raw. They're going to be fucking funny, and no one can hold us back.
Yeah, Jacob's the one that holds us back.
Yeah.
He's real, you know.
Anyways, I am drinking out of a Sprite bottle.
Wait, who are you? Who are you, though?
Oh, I'm Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I didn't want to go grab a glass, so I just poured vodka in the Sprite glass and did the old college try.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's lying. He's lying.
Yeah, it's just Sprite.
Yeah.
No, it's just straight vodka. The Sprite bottle was empty.
Actually disgusting.
All right, well, I'm Joseph, and tonight I'm drinking Starship IPA, which is another Voodoo Ranger spinoff. It's got like a little space skeleton guy on it.
Ooh, I like that.
Pretty
it's kind of
sick.
got a Led Zeppelin vibe to it.
Yeah, it does. Pretty solid, pretty fruity, pretty hazy. I dig it.
I might
Fruity
try
and
some of
hazy.
that. And I'm Dayton, and I am drinking same thing I was drinking last week. The H2 Roads craft hard seltzer in the raspberry flavor. I bought a 6-pack last week, and this is only the second one that I've drank. The other one that I drank was last week's episode.
Thursday. You're becoming an adult, and it sucks.
I know.
I actually have not bought beer since I've been here. I've only got like that one handle of vodka. The rest of it I bought going out. But
yeah, I feel like that's pretty consistent with me. I mean, I feel like I drink less alone, and I
mean, it's better for my health, so it's like,
yeah.
But it's also like, I don't feel as young anymore, you know?
I feel you.
Well,
I mean, I've got a roommate that I like hanging out with, so I have a couple beers every once in a while.
Yeah, if I had a roommate, it'd probably be different, but...
Oh, once I start living with Joseph, it's going to be back to downhill.
Maybe.
Because we're gonna feed off each other. It's like, oh, it's only my third one. It's a Wednesday.
I don't have to be at work until 7:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I bet you can't drink another beer in the next 30 minutes.
Exactly. Before bed, which is 9:30.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into topics. Like I said, Jacob wasn't here, so we're going to talk about Merkin kids. This is a topic that Dayton came up with, so I'm going to kick it to him because he's got some stories, apparently. First off, you might want to describe what Merkin kids means to you before you get sued or something.
All right, so Merkin, it probably, the definitions probably depend on like who you talk to. But to me, Merkin just means like messing people up. Like you just like...
Well, I'm pretty sure it comes from like mercenary, right?
Yeah, I think
hiring
so.
a mercenary to kill someone. I'm pretty sure
something like that. Something like that. But anyway, so the reason I came up with this is because I was just up in Boston last weekend visiting with Max, who was on the podcast a few weeks ago, and his girlfriend. And there's like, hey, like, do you want to go play some dodgeball with bow and arrows? And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds pretty fucking fun. Like, I want to shoot people. Like who doesn't?
Oh my god.
Get your inner Hawkeye out and
yeah. So we get there and they give us like these recurve bows that are just like really shitty arrows, and like where like the fletchings are like falling off and everything. And they have these giant like Stay Puffed marshmallows that are like, I mean, they're, I don't know, probably like the size like a softball, maybe between a softball and a baseball on the front of these arrows.
Square.
Yeah, well,
So
cylindrical.
Okay, so they are not aerodynamic. Is what I'm
No,
hearing.
but I mean, like, we were in a cage. We were in a cage that was maybe
Okay.
like 50 feet long. So it was like you had 25 feet like per half, and and the entire time, like on our like drive there, I was just like, oh, dude, I can't wait to just dome some kids in there. And it's like, I'm not like an exceptional shot with like a bow and arrow, but like I like to think that I'm like decent. Like I shot like a little bit when I was growing up. Like I have a recurve bow, and so I was like, all right, I think I'll be pretty decent at this. But no, I freaking got in. I got into the cage, right? And you know, when you walk into a cage, you think that your like fight or flight instincts are like gonna kick in, but like all that I could see are these fucking little kids, and I'm just like, I just feel so out of place because like they were like these like literal like 8 and 9 year olds, and I
Oh,
was like,
jeez.
shit, do I actually want to like murk these kids? Like they'll probably start fucking crying if I hit them in the head.
All right, I got another question.
Uh
How many other people were there that were your age that were not Kenzie and or Max?
huh. It was probably like half our age, and then like half like younger than us, if I had to
Okay.
ballpark. We also
Okay.
went
That's not too
at
bad.
we also went like a weird time where like not a lot of like school kids would be going. Um, but yeah, so like I was like, okay, I don't really want to go for like these young kids like quite yet. I want to feel out how bad they are, and then I'll start aiming at them.
Plan
Um,
accordingly.
yeah. So turns out the first person that I domed was this freaking like tiny girl who was she was like on like the older side, like she was like probably like our age, but she like peeked her head up over like this bunker, and I just freaking let it rip. Domed her right between the fucking eyes. And I was like, hell yeah. I think that just like this like ignited the freaking fury in my eyes. I'm just like, I need to start murking even more of these fucking people. But honestly, like the arrows were so shitty. Like, so for the people that haven't like shot bows before, like when you knock an arrow into like your string or whatever the hell it's called, it's supposed to like stay clipped in there. So like if you like
Yeah.
move your bow around, like the arrow doesn't fall out. No, dude, these things were freaking loose as can be. Like you just like slide it in there, and then it just like falls right out. So you have to like basically have the bow at like a 45-degree angle. So like aiming was
So like
super
that notch
difficult.
itself was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like the equipment was really awful, but like when you have like little kids playing, you can't really have
Yeah.
nice
Expect
shit
too
around.
much.
That's
Um,
that's why you gotta dome them. You gotta teach them some manners.
yeah, you gotta put them in the fucking place.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, so that's my story of my most recent story of like Merkin kids.
mm.
Um, and I mean, through up playing like soccer my entire life, dude, I've freaking domed some people in the head with balls too. Um,
So
but
you talking about that, like I didn't have anything to talk about before, but like you brought up some memories as you're talking about it. And
let's
this
hear
one
them.
time, okay, this is soccer related, so it's a good flow. This is awful. I repressed this memory. So my dad, my dad was a soccer coach, like a Y soccer coach for my brother's team when he was younger. And for reference, my brother is 2 years younger than me, but at the time he was 3 grades below me. So I don't even know what grade he was in, but it was enough to where like I was okay at soccer. Like I was getting into the weird teen years.
Mm.
And I was helping this goalie warm up. And the guy was kind of known for like kind of like the kid was known for kind of being like a wimp or whatever.
Oh
So I'm
no.
just I'm just sending him balls or whatever. And then one time I hit the ball at him and it hits him in hits him in his forearm and he just starts wailing and
What
I'm
the
just
fuck?
and I'm just like, dude, come on, like get up, like it's your forearm, right? Like what's gonna happen? So I like go tell my dad, I'm like, I hit the kid like with it was with the ball. With the ball, like with the shot, and I was like, he's crying. He's like, okay. So he goes over and talks to him, whatever. He sits the side of the game, just fucking staring at me, like he's pissed at me, right? And I'm like, whatever, the guy's fine. Next week I see him, he's in a fucking cast.
What?
Somehow, some fucking way, the way I hit the ball fucked up his arm in some super weird way. To
What
where
the hell?
it might. Oh my gosh, it might have been a sling instead of a cast.
I would
But I
imagine it's
wanted.
probably a sling.
It might have been a sling.
Or like a brace or something.
Right, but it was more than it should have been. And
Dude,
that kid was pissed at me for years. Like he was
what the hell?
every time I saw him, he just like he had that look like "fuck you, you piece of shit."
So that reminds me, my sister, right? She's 2 years older than me. So like one of her friends was graduating high school, and like she had a brother who was my age, and so we were kind of friends. But anyway, so we went to her graduation like open house, right?
hmm
And so it was all of her family, and her like nephew, I think, was there, and he was probably like 4 or 5 at the time, and like we were just running around in the front yard, and some people were throwing a football, and one guy goes to throw it really low, and the kid was chasing me, and I ran in front of it, and I was like, oh good, the ball missed me, and as soon as he released it, the little kid stepped right in front of him and just got fucking blindsided. And it was one of those things where like the second you could see it in his face, the second it left his fingers,
You knew what was gonna happen.
back. And
You're
it's
just like,
yeah.
oh,
fuck.
fuck.
And it just nails him like right in the side of the head.
Dude, those make you feel so shitty too, even though it's like completely out of your control. You're just
Oh
like,
yeah.
you're like,
Oh, I felt terrible.
it's like
But, like-
you couldn't. I mean, at least like with me, I was in complete control. Like if I wanted to fucking dome some kids, I was gonna dome some kids. But like
Yeah.
with like that, like when you throw a ball and like a kid runs out in front of you, you're just like, dude, I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you, but like that
That's
sucks. It
that's
wasn't
on
my
you,
fault.
man. Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, but
I'm sorry, but be better next time. Yeah, I got a story about a time that I got murked by my older sister. This is
Nice.
this is probably like, oh god, like probably like 4th or 5th grade. It's like my sister was in middle school at this point. And I had just gotten this brand new Super Soaker. It was the one that had like probably like a 2-gallon tank on it or something like that. And
So like way too heavy for a kid.
yeah, and it had like 5 nozzles, and like depending on like how much like you like pulled the trigger in was like how many nozzles it would shoot out. And my sister was like, Dayton, don't shoot that at me. And I'm just like, hey, like being the little shithead that I am. And I was like, you can't catch me, I'm faster than you. Like, not taking into account that I was fucking hauling around like damn near 20 pounds of water in my arms. So I remember like distinctly, I was in like our backyard, and I just fucking like let loose on her. I just fucking doused her at this thing, and I was like, and she just fucking starts chasing me, and you're right, I try and like turn and run, with this like, 20-pound Super Soaker in my arms, and I'm a 4th or 5th grader, like I obviously cannot be like running that fast with 20 pounds in my arms. And she just fucking tackles me from behind. and I just like face plant into the ground. Super Soaker is busted because I just like drop it on the ground, fall onto it. So I was like super bitter about that. But I mean, like, granted, I probably shouldn't have sprayed my sister with my brand new Super Soaker. But yeah, I think that's actually one of the only times where I've been like murked hard.
One, I got a story of kids fighting back. This also is this wasn't me, but it was high school soccer. We were going back from the soccer game, and like I don't know, it was probably like 5 o'clock, and after that, or it was probably 6 or 7, and a lot of people have practice those days for like all sorts of sports.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking back to our bus because it was an away game, and there's just these kids. They're probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, but they were doing football, and it wasn't like touch football. Like they were all like 8-year-olds that were padded up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this fucking smart ass on our team who just grabs the ball from him and starts running. And there's like, I'm not exaggerating when there's 20 fucking kids, right? So these kids just pile on him, like just fucking suffocate this guy to get him the ball. But it's just so funny because I remember this image of him, like, you know, he kind of pushes it like 2 or 3 away, and then like this next wave comes, and it's just like 7 more kids, and he just like gets tackled.
It's
Oh
like
my
that discussion was like, how many 5-year-olds could you fight at once?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened, except he made it past like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 before it. Just the sheer like space they took up was just too much. Like, you know, he had like 4 on his legs and a couple on his arms, and
I'm trying to think. So, like, without making this like a huge discussion, like just a quick number, without thinking about it, how many 5-year-olds do you think you could like murk?
Do they come at the same time?
See, if they come at the same time, I'm thinking like 5 max. If it's like small waves, I think I could take quite a
Okay,
few.
but you got the reach though.
Yeah.
Like,
All
you
right,
definitely have the
without
reach.
all right. So assume that they have some semblance of like working together, but they're still like fucking
they all-
dumbasses and they don't know how to like all
They have
swarm you
a
at once.
collective goal of to get me, right?
Yeah,
But they're not necessarily like
Yeah.
have a lead or anything.
because I think
Yeah.
I could realistically probably get 10.
That's a lot of kids, dude.
It is.
I've been training.
To beat up kids?
No, I think like 5, maybe 6, maybe.
Dude, but like what? A 5-year-old weighs like 40 pounds?
It depends. Like, am I
Okay,
trying to
if
kill them?
you can literally grab them and just throw them
Yeah,
away.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought it was like we don't want to hurt them, but
oh,
like
no, the
Oh,
term was
dude.
murk, dude.
yeah,
okay.
like come on. We don't care. All right. So they're
Finish that
inhuman.
sentence.
They're inhuman 5-year-olds. Okay. Think of them like
Yikes.
mannequins, 5-year-old mannequins that are running at you.
Okay, I
That's
could
the
easily
case.
take 10.
I don't know
Like,
about easily, but
you
I
could
think
just okay, but you could just throw like them 2 at a time, like 1 in each arm,
2
just
at a
fucking
time.
by. They don't weigh that much.
Dude, this is the plan. All right, so I just said that
That
we're
is
not gonna
true.
talk that much about this, but I don't know. I think
who cares?
you grab
What's
one of
Jacob gonna
them. You
stop
grab
us?
one of them by their legs.
And use them as a bat.
Yeah, you just fucking swing around and
Hold them by their ankles.
Yeah.
That'd work pretty well.
Yeah. Once you get that centripetal force going, they're not gonna be able to stop you. You know.
I mean, I feel like you'd puke from the dizziness before like anything.
They're moving
Before you-
faster than you are, so like I think
They're the ones that are me spraying.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
freaking
You could use that.
biohazard too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra damage.
Chemical warfare.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my strat would be tossing.
Just throwing. I think you gotta beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker. I'm telling you. That's the way to do it.
But I'm just imagining how funny it would be to shot put a 5-year-old.
But they bounce. 5-year-olds bounce. They could get back up.
Then they get more kids in the way.
Okay,
like,
but
as
they're
they're
also
coming.
dude, 5-year-olds are also freaking wusses too though. Like they bounce
Hold on.
and like they'll what?
I was gonna say, like, are you throwing them behind you or like
At the
back
other
them?
kids. At the other kids.
Okay.
100%.
I don't know. I feel like throwing it behind you is gonna be more efficient because if they're running at you, you don't need to put
Oh.
that
Use
much
their
effort
momentum and
into
then
it.
you
You
can
just
just, like,
kind
huck
of
'em over.
deflect them.
Just like take a knee and just like boost them like
Yeah.
way
Just,
over
like,
you.
punch them
Yeah.
upward. And the problem is they get back up and they're coming at you from behind. That's what you gotta watch out for.
Well, that's why you stand at the edge of a cliff, right?
The magical cliff that just appeared in this
Yeah.
hypothetical
Eat 'em up.
situation.
It
Right.
exists now, damn it.
Right. God, I feel like I had another story about.
I have one of me
absolutely-
getting murked.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, let's
Maybe
hear
I'll
it.
remember what mine was.
So, I was in 3rd grade, right? They had just built this new playground at our elementary school. And what did dumbass kids do when on a new playground? You play tag. All right, so this is the story of how tag was banned on our playground.
Are you gonna get clotheslined in this story?
Oh my god, I was running around this corner And this is the only like there's like a concrete walkway from like the school to like part of the playground, and the rest was like wood chips or something. So like if
Yeah.
you fell, it like hurt, but not that bad. It was rocks before, like little pebbles, and that
Mm.
sucked. They changed it to like wood chips.
Yeah, wood
So
chips is the way to do it.
I'm running. I'm I'm dusting this guy, right? He can't catch me. I look behind me and I'm like, oh, he's got nothing on me. I turn around and there's a kid running the opposite direction, and we clip each other
Ooh.
right on the cheek with like
Oh.
his head or something, or his shoulder. I don't know. I was small, so it was probably his shoulder. And I just go down on the only concrete in this goddamn playground.
Of course.
And then I just opened my eyes, and like it felt like those cartoons where like, you know, someone gets knocked down, they open
Mhm.
their eyes and everyone's just standing above them looking down.
Mm.
That's what it was. I just opened up and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What just happened?" And like there's teachers like, "Are you okay?" Like, holy shit. And I guess that's the first time I ever blacked out. The only time I've ever blacked out for non-alcohol related.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think that's the only time. Though.
Yeah, it was 4th grade. He had a drinking problem.
Third
It was
grade.
third grade.
Don't you
Oh,
pay
sorry.
attention to Joseph?
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
Come on, you're the host, Jacob.
Yeah, be a better host.
Fuck. Man, fuck. Jacob I'm sorry, I am such a
You're
bad
talking in
host.
first person. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm just a bad host.
Jacob is a really terrible host.
Yeah,
Let's be
me,
honest.
Jacob Thompson, is a terrible host.
But yeah, and
wait, can we
after
talk
that,
about? Oh wait,
they
were you done?
banned tag on our playground.
That's how I got.
But I got
banned.
to leave school early, and I don't think I had a concussion. So
Who knows?
Wow.
Back then, they didn't give a shit about concussions.
Maybe
that's
you were smart then, and then I mean here you are now, right?
with an engineering degree.
That was a cheap shot, and it wasn't even that good. Moving on.
At
What
least
were you
I
gonna
didn't
say,
stay
Danny?
an extra semester at school, bitch.
Oh, he's got a point
Fight
there.
me.
All right.
Don't fight me. You're getting swole.
I was gonna say you're not a 5-year-old, but I think I can take you.
I got that Muhammad Ali reach though. Nothing on that.
All
Fucking
right.
Floyd Mayweather over there.
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather can't even fucking read.
It wasn't. There's some rapper who bet Floyd Mayweather he couldn't read a book on
Oh,
live TV,
yeah.
and it was like green eggs and ham or something. I forget who it was. Oh god. It's the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard.
That's like it's like a rare insult, right? Where it's like it's so stupid, but it's like it proves how stupid you are at the same time.
It's like you can joke about someone being illiterate, but like for them to actually be illiterate is like, bruh.
Yeah, for sure.
God.
So what were you gonna say, Dane? Were you gonna talk about playgrounds or something?
No,
Sound like
I was gonna talk about people that talk in first person.
Oh.
Speaking of illiterate people, I feel like it's always like stupid people that talk in first person.
Wait, you mean third person, right?
What?
Yeah.
You
Third
illiterate
person
fuck.
is like
Like if I
Third-
if I were saying-
Dayton doesn't like
Yeah,
that.
that's third
Yeah, that's
person.
third
Okay, then yeah, that way.
Jesus, go back to 4th grade English class. Jeez.
Yeah, 3rd grade. Get yourself knocked the fuck out. Oh, dude, I have some playground stories. One time, this is just like when my dad got remarried, so I had a new stepbrother, and he
Kicked
moved
his
to.
ass.
No, that's not what happened.
He kicked
Uh,
your ass?
He moved to our school from a Lansing area, one to more towards like our hometown. So he was in class with us, and we'd play on the playground in the mornings before we actually had class, because the bus got there like half hour, 45 minutes early.
Mhm.
And it gets cold in Michigan. You guys know this is going already.
Oh, imagine.
So it was just after December. It was January. And my stepbrother loves Christmas Story, the movie. So he goes,
God damn it.
you know where it is? Go on.
I know exactly where it is.
He goes, that movie's fake. And me being the whole 3 grades ahead, right? I'm like, no, it's not. That is very real. Like, that will definitely happen. And he's like, no, I'm going to put my tongue on this pole. I'm like, Tyler, do not put your tongue on this pole, right? So what does he do? He puts his tongue on the fucking pole. And I remember his eyes distinctly, like, you know, like the confidence and then the panic, like immediately, like, it's and then people started leaving. They're like, yeah,
like
well,
like how they did
The
the
bell
movie.
rang.
It was very similar, but it was just like dumbass. So they all start leaving, and it was me and my brother and my Bryce stay with him. I'm gonna go get a custodian to get some, like, I don't know, hot water or whatever. So like hunt around the school, and like by the time I like walked around, someone already like told the custodian. So I walked back, and somehow a rumor got spread that like I was telling my brother that he couldn't do it and that he was like a pussy. So like I was getting judged like hard for like 2 days. It was like, you made your brother lick a pole and you knew he was gonna get stuck. It's like, no, I didn't. I was trying to help him. But the other side to this story is he calls my stepmom Kim, wonderful lady, and he goes, I put my tongue on a pole, my tongue's bleeding, and she's like, okay, why'd you do that? And he's like, I want to go home. She's like, I'm not driving home. Go back to class.
Has his tongue like wrapped up in
His
cloth?
tongue was wrapped in fucking gauze all day.
Oh
I have no idea how he ate lunch. No fucking clue. But this kid had paper wrapped around his fucking tongue all day. This shit's so funny.
That's one thing that I'm glad that I never was stupid enough to try.
Yet.
All right, do we want to
You
go
say
into
yet?
Yet? All right, do we
I think you
time
still
for-
got it
time
in
for
your
second
dating.
topic, or?
Did you remember your thing?
No, it was like right on the tip of my tongue when Joseph
You
was
should
talking
stick it
about...
to a pole and see if it comes out.
I got one more quick anecdote, and it involves Joseph.
Okay.
When we went to Zap Zone in Lansing, it's a laser tag place. It was
Oh yeah.
over the summer. Yeah. So over the
I
summer,
forgot we murked those kids.
yeah. Patty drove from, at the time she was working in the UP. She drove down, and we're like, all right, let's go spend the day together. So Joseph drove out to Lansing. Jacob, I think,
my friend came too from high school.
yeah, Everett.
Yeah,
And then I think Jacob was there. Maybe not. No, he wasn't there. Regardless.
your friend Jacob was there.
Yeah, that's who it was. My friend from high school.
And some of his friends from school and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So it's all of us, and we're the only adults there.
Yeah.
The rest it's like a kid's birthday party.
Yeah, like a 7-year-old or
And you
something.
just crashed it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, these kids, like this laser tag place is pretty big. It has like multiple levels, and it has a lot of blind corners for it being a laser tag place, honestly. It's like you could turn the corner and there'd just be like 6 little fuckers just shooting at you. And it's terrifying. But at the same time, like they're fucking 6 and 7.
They
They're, like,
can't hit worse shit.
They can't hit worse shit, and like you could just like hide in a corner and just like shoot them all. Like, what the fuck's going on? I don't understand.
It's not working.
But man, turning the corner and just seeing like a wave of children screaming at you is terrifying. So that definitely changes my answer of how many kids I could take.
And we destroyed them.
Oh
too.
yeah, oh yeah. We were all like top 5 like every time because like our brains were fully developed.
No, they're some slack-jawed 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I remember my story.
Oh, nice. See, that's why I said that story.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Such a
deal
good
with
host.
it doesn't have to deal with laser tag at all.
Okay.
Anyway, so I didn't start snowboarding until I think like junior year of high school, or maybe even like senior year of high school. And at that point I think this was like my first time actually going snowboarding. And we went to like our local ski hill, like Joseph, you might know it, Bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Yeah,
Is that
and,
the one by Grand Rapids?
yeah,
It's
it's like by Allegan, if you know where
Okay.
Allegan is.
I've heard
Um,
those ones aren't that great.
they're really not.
no.
But anyway, so
They're
like
dog
I
shit.
went and I went with a good friend of mine, and he was considerably better than I was because I was, a beginner on snowboarding, and I went down like the bunny hill like I don't know like a few different times, and I was like, you know what, I think I can go up and like handle some of like these other runs, and
Famous last words.
well, see, it worked out pretty well in the beginning, to be completely honest. I was just like, okay, like I'll just take it nice and slow. And then, I did the run like 4 different times or whatever, and I was like warming up. I was like, all right, dude, I think I can handle something like a little bit harder now. So then I ended up going. I don't remember if it was uh, a blue or a black diamond, but like black diamonds at Bittersweet are not like
They're
anywhere
not.
close
Yeah.
to like black diamonds anywhere else. Like they're freaking front wiper shit.
Yeah.
So it very well may have been like a black diamond, my like first or second time snowboarding, and all I know is that I hit this like steep as fuck section, like like the steepest that I've hit, like in like the 1 or 2 times that I'd went, and there was like these like 2 kids just like weaving back and forth, like making really slow, long like.
So you had a tight window.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh fuck, like I can't turn and I can't stop that quick. So I just fucking beam right into these kids. I have no clue how fast I was going, but I was clearly out of control. And like the dad was like over on like the other side, watches this happen. And, mind you, I am as big as I am now as I was like in high school, like when I was like snowboarding. It's like I was
So you're a big guy.
I was a 6'1", 200 pounds, just barreling down this ski hill, and I just fucking murked 2 kids for one. And the dad is just watching, comes over to me, it's just like, are you guys okay? Like he wasn't sure, like I'm just like, yeah, I think so, like I'm not hurt, but you should be more worried about them. Like I fucking clobbered them, and I don't think any of them got hurt, but after that I was really fucking embarrassed, so I just got to fucking burn down the hill, and I just got the hell out of there. But yeah, I think that probably contributes to why I don't snowboard anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
uh,
I didn't wear a helmet for an alarmingly amount of time when I first started snowboarding.
dude, it's dangerous to not wear a
It's
helmet.
so stupid, especially when it's icy, which
Yeah.
was all the time in downstate Michigan. Because
Yep.
sometimes you just want to get snow, it just get cold, so you get a lot of ice.
Stupid.
And then it would rain,
I-
and then it would freeze, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember the first time I went skiing with Jacob at school. I think he didn't own skis yet, so he rented,
Mhm.
and he was like, getting his stuff, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't need a helmet." And I'm like, "You should get a helmet, man." And
Yeah.
he's like, I've never worn a helmet before." Like, if I'm like, "Dude, get a helmet. I
Yeah,
wear a
right.
helmet. Get a helmet."
Uh-huh.
It's cool to wear a helmet.
Brain
Like-
bucket.
Yeah, a brain bucket.
Yeah.
Literally, the first lift, we get on the T-bar, and he's never seen a T-bar before.
T-bars fucking suck, to be fair.
Yeah.
They are, but they're not as bad on skis.
That's true. True.
But like, it comes in quicker than he was expecting. Fucking domes him in the back of the head.
Oh.
And I'm like, and he told me, he's like, "I am so thankful I had a helmet." And I was like, "What I fucking tell you, you don't know. I don't care if you're a good skier.
You
Shit
don't-
happens,
Yeah, you don't know what other people are gonna do
Yeah.
and what else happens. Yeah.
dude.
I
I
mean,
like to
Jacob's-
think I'm a
Jacob's
pretty
usually
good
one-
snowboarder,
He's
but I like
one to
fucking
own up.
ruined
so.
my knee. Like,
Yeah.
granted, I was doing some dumb shit, but
No, when I was in the ski club in middle school, there was like a couple kids who just got concussions, because it's like classic snowboard thing for like people who don't snowboard is like when you go to stop, you have to put the board horizontal, I guess,
Mhm.
perpendicular to the hill. It's a better way to put it. And you have to lean back. That's the part that like beginners kind of struggle with, because it's a trust thing. You got to trust your body. You got to trust the board to catch it. So a lot of the times people stay flat and they'll get caught on the front edge of it, and it'll
Oh,
cause you to flip
no.
forward. And that's something that happens a lot when you're learning. It just happens.
you're not
Right.
used to the balance and the dynamics.
Right. I
of
mean,
it.
you have to learn how to trust your body and the board. But you know, when you have a bunch of middle schoolers who don't even know what their body's doing at any given moment, let alone like trying to learn to snowboard. Like you're
Like,
gonna
let's be honest, you're still figuring out how to walk in middle
right,
school.
exactly. And it's like, oh, let's strap this piece of fiberglass to your fucking self.
One leg's
Yeah,
probably
I mean-
longer than the other two, and it's just a fucking mess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, when I learned how to snowboard, I remember the first day I went, like the next day my ass was sore from
Oh,
like
yeah.
hitting the
Mhm.
grounds. And it was also icy that day, but like
You
just
fall on your
eating it
butt
over
so
and
much.
over and over and over
Mhm.
again. But it's way better to learn things younger because A, you're less embarrassed when you murk kids, I guess. Or at least you shouldn't be murking kids.
Yeah.
But B, like you don't give a shit when you fall. Like, my ass was sore. I was like, I'm gonna go next week. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
If I was an adult, I'd be like, fuck that, dude.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I
you're
met
just
a
more
guy
resilient.
last weekend when we went skiing in Duluth. I met a guy on the lift, and he's like, "Yeah, I started snowboarding like last year," and he was like
How
on a
old was he?
board, and he was well, I mean, he was snowboarding with his son. He was probably in his 40s, 50s,
Wow, right on.
Oh, I think I rode up with that guy actually.
and yeah, I talked to him for quite a while, but he's like, yeah, finally getting the hang of it. The first time you like connect the 2 turns or 3 turns in
Yeah,
a row,
you're hooked.
man, that's a high you don't lose. And I'm like, let me tell you, man,
Yeah.
that is an amazing feeling. Get that first time you do that.
Mm,
He's like, yeah, it was really rough the first couple days.
Yeah.
yeah, I just have to keep going, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can get into our second topic, which I
Okay.
already forgot what it was, so I'm gonna kick it over
It's
to Dayton.
it's nasty things that people
Oh,
do.
that's right.
All
That's
right,
right. That's
so
why I forgot it because I didn't want to think about it.
yeah,
Gross.
so the thing that got me thinking about this was I forget why I like what sparked this like thought, but like there are people out there that like let their dog lick their mouth and like inside their mouth like how fucking disgusting is that? Like if any of our listeners do that, like I
Delete
just
our podcast now.
delete this number like I
Hold down on the Spotify app and then hit delete.
like I'm just gonna be real here. That's nasty. Like
I don't
it's a-
care if they're technically cleaner than
ugh.
this.
Like
Dogs smell their own asses
Yeah,
too.
and
like-
It's
they
on
fucking-
principle. Dude, they lick their own fucking
they-
dicks.
yeah,
dude.
they lick their taint. Like for fuck's sakes. It's like you don't see me fucking licking my own taint.
Yeah, and
I
then
mean, but
kissing
then
other
again,
people.
No, not right now, but like
but that's a whole separate matter.
yeah.
Dayton's free time, he definitely chows down.
Yeah, I just go to the local dog park.
He got his lower 2 ribs removed so that he can.
Oh my god, dude! Oh, one of my other friends and I, we were talking about how like you know how in like middle school, like literally
Everyone
everybody
just knew that Marilyn
Ev-
Manson.
everybody
his
for like
2 ribs.
multiple generations had all heard that Marilyn Manson had removed his lower 2 ribs so he could perform what is it called, like autofellatio, basically when you blow yourself.
Yeah.
And it's just like
How has that rumor?
how
just
is it
lasted?
persisted? Yeah, like how is it persisted?
And like, it's not even like just a Midwest thing, or like a
Yeah.
Michigan.
I
or
think
South.
what it
Like,
is
so
Marilyn
widespread.
Manson was such a hated figure for so long. I think it was just one of those things where it's like, if it's gonna make the news, like I don't know, I think it's gonna get copied.
Yeah, I don't know, but that is a whole nother nasty thing though. Like, I
Pretty
mean,
fucked
it's
up.
been proven to be fake, but
Yeah.
it's still funny.
Did he try like on live on TV? Like, look, promise, I got all of them. Look.
You could just count his ribs. I
He
feel
did the O.J. Simpson glove scene where he like struggled to put it on. See, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh. But
Oh
what
my
other
gosh.
like nasty things do people do that you guys know of?
So
Dude,
I'm guessing this isn't like a consistent thing that was nasty that they did, but it was still a nasty thing that I saw. So in my hometown, I was with my dad. I was probably in middle school or high school. We go to Walmart. We had to pick some shit up. Walmart is the only store in our town, right?
Dude,
Just
Walmart,
shit town.
dude,
You
You
don't
can
even have
just
like
leave it at
Kmart's
Walmart.
clothes.
You can just leave it at Walmart, and we just understand that it's gonna be nasty shit.
No, yeah, no. But like, I just want to like we didn't go to Walmart by choice. It's like if you want something within like that category, you have to like. There's no Meijer, there's no Target. Fuck, there's no Target. Get that shit out of here. Macy's? Hell no. No, this is the only sort of like department store that we
Wally World.
had at the time. We now got a Meijer, dude. It's popping off. Anyway, so we had to pick some shit up, and we walk into like it's like the winter, so like it's cold. You're bundling up. We walk in, and there's this mother and child sitting on like those benches, like on the entrance, like where you get your carts. Like there's usually benches or whatever in that opening walkway. And I look at this kid. This kid's holding a plastic like bag, like it looked kind of empty. I don't know. There might have been stuff in it. And then this kid just projectile vomits across the floor. And I'm like, that's where I have to go to get in. And so we stayed real clear of this kid and just walked around him, and this kid just keeps vomiting and like
what the
he's
fuck?
trying to get it into the bag, but he wasn't. And
Dude, at that point, you just let it loose.
Just fucking sprinkler that
I
shit.
Spray and pray, dude. Yes.
This kid was so young though. He was probably like 5. Oh my god, 5 or 6.
Did he throw him over your shoulder, give him a little boost?
I was not getting near him. I tell you that much.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
stay the fuck away from me.
Joseph, I feel like you and I have like way too many like vomiting stories.
Probably.
Oh,
God. I hate vomit so much. It's the worst. But can we all agree on that? Vomit's the worst.
I don't think it's the nastiest, but it sucks.
Like, seeing people vomit makes me vomit.
I think the noise more than anything else.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too. Like, I had to like hold it together going in to the store. Then it was
Gabe, you're muted right now. Gabe,
So,
you're muted
what do you guys
right now.
got?
You're muted right now.
Oh, I'm totally
Gabe, you
muted.
dumb fuck.
So Gabe has been muting himself because he's been coughing lately. So
Yeah, I've been pretty good about turning it back on until now.
yeah, until I see his lips moving but not hearing anything.
Yeah. I was just saying the only time I think of like puking is like when you're patting someone on the back at a party. You're like, it's okay, buddy.
They're like,
But,
it's not okay.
Yeah. But like the sound, it's like you don't look, but the sound, it definitely sounds.
Dude, I found that like laughing about it makes it like way.
But I feel bad for the person who's like literally dying, or not dying, but like you've been there. Like it doesn't feel good. But you're just like, I want to go to sleep and I can't stop.
I can't
I mean,
look
I guess...
at anything other than this toilet.
Right.
You're
Or
making
hopefully
love
a
to
toilet, maybe a
to the
trash can
porcelain
or a
throne.
sink.
Yeah. Something. But
I don't know, I think the last time that I like laughed when someone was puking was I think it was like probably like 2 years ago, maybe like a year and a half ago. We were on a boat heading from one island to another in New Zealand, and there were like a whole bunch of these tourists, and like they looked like they could not like handle like even 3-foot waves, and like we were going on in the ocean, and like it was a pretty big catamaran that we were on, but like so like the waves were probably like 14 to 15, like maybe even like higher than that feet.
Yeah, because the fucking ocean.
Yeah, and like it was a pretty big storm, and like we would like go up on the crest, and then we would like crash down, and it was just like a whole big mess. And I've worked on boats for like, I don't know, or in college I worked on them for like 2 years, like I think, 2 years, and it's like I'm used to this, and my friend is not used to this, and he's like having a hard time like not puking. And then meanwhile, these tourists behind us, they're standing up at like the front of like the cabin, so it's enclosed. But like, me and my friend, we're sitting down, and we're just watching like the water, because that that tends to help with seasickness, like actually seeing what's happening outside. But these tourists were standing up on like the front, like holding the railing, and just like getting like launched up in the air for like the first like 5 or 10 minutes, and then like the captain is like, "Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat. Those steers are pretty rough right now. And like, so these people still don't go and sit down, and I'm just like, you guys are literally monkeys. Like, so then like finally I think like after like 20 minutes of like this hour and a half like ride, they like finally have enough of just getting like launched into the air, and they sit down, and I see this guy just put his head between his legs. And I'm just like, I start laughing because I'm just like, this guy's having a fucking awful time, and I'm having a blast. So I'm just like, sucks to suck, dude. And then like, I like look over to my friend, and my friend is like, not doing too well either. And I'm just like, oh god, dude, I just hope that he does not puke on me. And then,
right.
Meanwhile, I look back over to the guy who's got his head between his legs. Then I just hear this just right on to his fucking pants. He tried to get it into like one of like the bags, and he's fucking missed. He vomited all over his fucking pants, and then he tries to like correct and get it back, the bag back on his mouth, but he just fucking sprays it on the ground, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, just like put your mouth in the bag, like come on, it's not that fucking hard. And then
surround your lips.
Another person fucking starts puking like right in front of me, and I'm just like, Jesus, like please guys, like just like look at the ocean. Don't put your fucking head between your legs. Like that's
you're just getting that feeling, right? You're not like
that's the freaking end of the fucking line.
Right.
And I look back over to my friend, like while these people are fucking puking, and I'm just like laughing, right? And my friend is just like, he's like, dude, you gotta stop, like I'm about to fucking hook too. And I'm just like, no, like please, dude, no.
It's I get that way a lot when I'm nervous about something. Like I remember I think that's just with most thing. I remember when I first started like learning how to drive. Like I'd fuck something up, and I just like, and my dad's like, "What the fuck's so funny? You almost like got us hit in an accident." And I'm just like, I start laughing more. I'm like, this shit's. I don't know how else to respond to this. So I just start giggling.
You're just like, haha, I almost fucking died.
Guess I'll die.
Even like really awkward situations, like if someone says something that's like really awkward, I'll just start like giggling. Like even if it's like a really cringy joke, like yeah. Like, I don't know.
I feel like it's just like the default. Like
right. It's like a response in some way, like to cope. I don't know. But I got a couple things actually kind of mostly relating to like workplace stuff.
If it's more vomit,
no, we're off that topic. Host cutting you off. It's actually so one thing so I just started this job, right? I've been there for a month, and I have a ton of training. Some of it's good, like a lot of it's like technical, and a lot of it's like the generic HR stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they had to say in their like general HR training was like, don't trim your fingernails and toenails at work. Because that's a thing that people do, and it's just fucking I mean, I haven't had to deal with it personally, but like that's something you do in private. I don't know, that's just something about it is just gross.
Okay, toenails, you gotta take your shoes.
That's the thing. It's like you have to get your smelly fucking socks off.
Like
see your gross ass feet.
I have to wear safety toe shoes like at the place I'm working, and I don't like to wear them outside because I don't like tracking like the salt and shit everywhere, especially when I'm gonna be standing on like a concrete floor all day. Like it's just gonna be slick, and that's just gonna be another pain in the ass. So I wear different shoes outside, and like just switching shoes, I feel weird having my socks just like in the open.
Yeah, no, I get
like
that.
You feel naked.
Yeah, it's just, and like it's not like they smell the best either, so I feel bad like leaving like my shoes just kind of chilling there. But it's like I can't imagine taking my shoes and then my socks off to trim my toenails.
It's funny that you say that because it leads into my second thing, which is old people at a gym. What the fuck? I know you don't care. but I don't want to see your naked, gross ass
Cock and
at all.
balls.
Like, they just don't give a shit. I don't know how it is with like the women's bathroom. I have no idea, obviously. But like, for reference, old men don't give a fuck. Like, every time I walk in, there's just like two naked guys, like just like, you know, washing their like swim pants or
Swim pants.
swim pants.
I
Swim trunks.
meant like full leg pants, right? Like down
Okay.
to their ankles of swimsuit.
Dude, I've
Or
got
like
a pair of
they'll
Levi's
just be
that I swim
walking
in.
around. Like, I don't understand why they just like one of them was like, there's a scale in the locker room. He just like has everything off. He goes to the bathroom, like there's urinals, completely naked. He hobbles over to the fucking like scale and like weighs and stuff. Like, dude, underwear is not gonna add that much more fucking weight, and it's gonna save everybody else so much more fucking grief.
Well, have
Like,
you guys seen the old dudes that will dry their balls in the with the dryers, like the hand dryers?
No.
I wish I were joking.
Okay.
But like
one time I was at the
after
gym alone and I did that and it was amazing.
No.
Like, I made sure there's nobody around.
Right. But I'm saying like this is happening with like other people in the locker room. Like, what if somebody goes in there and just goes to the
Dry their
bathroom and just like washes their hands and is like, can you stop drying your balls real quick so I can dry my hands? And like, I don't know. I feel like once you like dry your like balls off with fucking hair dryer or whatever it is, it's gonna leave some like nasty like pungent air in their like the
Oh yeah,
vicinity, right?
yes, sweat ball air. Like
Ugh,
I don't know.
Well, they should be clean, right? Like
It's
you
the
just
opposite
I
of
imagine you
sneaker
just
you
got out of
hope
the
so.
shower.
You hope that they're clean, but dude,
Like you'd hope that it's like a post-shower thing and not like straight from working out to gotta get that swamp pass out with the dryer.
Dude, like
drain
they get
the
out of
swamp.
they get out of a sauna, their balls are sweaty as fuck. Like, oh, time to dry them.
Oh god, dude, that smell would be awful. But why are
They
we
probably-
fucking talking about this? Good god.
Because you brought up the topic of gross shit.
I think I brought up the topic of drying your balls in a fucking hand.
You
dryer,
also
too.
brought that up, yeah.
What's wrong with me?
You have issues.
I got
Other
one.
gross shit was,
Do
do
you
you
have another?
remember that guy in DHH that would walk around barefoot all the time?
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about
Yeah.
gross hair guy.
The
Oh,
dude
that
dude
too.
who left his fucking hair in the sink all the time in the
Yeah, we
showers.
started putting like shit in the bathroom that said please clean up the drains.
And do you remember the meme? The meme that I
Yeah.
made? The
Yeah.
like the
I remember
Liam Neeson Taken one where it's like, I don't know who you are, but whoever the fuck keeps leaving their long nasty ass hair in the shower, I will find you. And I forget what like the thread I said was.
You probably didn't say kill you, but
You didn't
Yeah,
say kill.
I think I was smart enough to not say that back.
It did stop for like a week, I will
did.
say.
It did.
it
I
was
remember.
because I remember that poster stayed up for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like the
Yeah.
janitors or whoever cleans it did not take it down.
Well, no, dude, because that just made their job easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
For
remember-
reference, the bathrooms and the dorms that we're at were community, so it wasn't like individual showers.
Mhm.
So it was like benches to take off your clothes and like 5 showers per bathroom. So like you could
And there were
open the
two
curtain
two
and it'd
on
be
each
like,
floor, right?
yeah,
There's 2 guys in a girl's bathroom.
yeah. So you could
So,
like
like,
open the
20
curtain and then
people
look
shower.
down, and it would just be a bad one. I don't know.
A bad one.
Well, sometimes you didn't get a chance, especially in the morning. Like if you around like peak class time, like you were kind of fucked because
Mhm.
like it'd get busy and you could be waiting. So
Yeah.
The nice part was like humans are creatures of habit. So like it was always like the same, usually the same
yeah.
one that was bad.
oh,
So
I
it
had
was
a
like,
favorite shower, the one that
Oh,
got
yeah.
warmer than the other ones.
Exactly. And so you just knew like, okay, that one's usually a bad shower. This
Right.
one's usually okay.
Yeah, but then there's those mornings where like only that one's open. You're like fuck. Like, it's
Mhm.
either no shower or I look at fucking gross hair.
Gotta stand with your feet in each corner so you don't get
Yeah.
propped up against the wall. I'm not even risking it.
Fucking taking
Where-
a Spider-Man shower where you're like off the ground completely.
You got Croc gloves and Crocs on your feet.
Ugh.
You do it.
Then there's the guy in second year who would trim his like fucking pube beard in the sink and like not take care of the hair.
Oh.
And dude, they look nasty. They look nasty. Like,
Yeah.
how do people fucking do that? Why are people so damn nasty?
I think people just have never had to like deal with it before. So like
It was like the custodian's problem, right? Where it's like,
well,
they
not
didn't
even
care.
that. Like maybe this is like for the pube beard guy, maybe he'd never grown a beard before.
Dude, this
You
happened
know?
the entire year.
No, but what I'm saying is so he never got used to cleaning it. Like if it's in your own bathroom, like y- and like you keep it trimmed up, like okay, there'd be a little hair, you just, wash it down or like maybe if it's enough you scoop it up with like a paper towel or something. But like you get to college and this kid stops shaving for like a week or a month or however
His
long.
mom doesn't tell him.
Yeah, his mom's
His
not telling
stuff.
him to, and then he like gets bad, so he shaves it all, and then he just leaves it in the sink because he doesn't know any better because he's never had
Right.
to deal with it.
I don't know. I mean, like, maybe, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're fucking over 18. You should know better.
Oh yeah, no,
They
I'm not saying it's
should,
an excuse. I'm
but that
just
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they do know.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm usually one that gives people the benefit of the doubt, but these people ain't getting it. Sorry.
dude, freshman in college is such a funny thing to me because like there's so many people that just kind of get like thrown into it that I've never really dealt with it. Like my sister's freshman roommate, she shared a car with her parents. For like she never had to pump her own gas. Like she got to
Oh,
school
I remember you saying that.
and like because she lived close enough to school, so it like really wasn't an issue for a while. But
Hmm.
like halfway through the first semester, she like asked my sister like, "Hey, can you come with me to get gas? Like I don't know how." And it's like I get it if you've never had your own car, maybe, but like you're still your dad's never or your mom or whoever,
Never
your
taught
older
you.
brother, sister's never been like, "Hey, you need to know how to do this."
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
next
Or
level of
like
like babying them.
watch your parents do it sometime and just be like, okay, so
Yeah.
put the credit card in or go pay up at the pump and
Hmm.
It could be one of those things where it's just like an oversee, right? Where like they never even thought of it being like a thing, right?
yeah, I get
I
it.
don't
And
know.
like I'm sure, but I don't know. Or like if you're with your friends, you're like, shit, I don't know how to pump gas, and you're like, hey, let's ride in your car. It's like, oh, I need to get gas. That's fine.
Yeah, right. You don't want to be judged, right?
So then you like watch them do it. I don't know. There's
I don't know. Going into college, even
Google it. Like
yeah, but
Watch a
going to
YouTube
college at
video.
like 18, like even though you like think you're an adult at the time, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm 22. I don't know.
I don't know about you, but he's feeling 22.
Listen, no one likes you when you're 23. What's your age again?
Hashtag Blink 182, way
All
better than
right.
T Swift.
Well, that is our show. Thank you
Gonna
for
end on
watching.
that note.
Yep. If it was better without Jacob, be sure to DM us and tell us how fucking great it was on Instagram at EWF Podcast. We also have our Twitter
And
that
make
we
sure to
don't use.
tag at Jacob. What was it? G
The
Thompson?
Beard?
J Thompson? Or is
I
he
think it's,
Jacob the Beard?
I think
Jacob
it's
the
Jacob.
Beard.
Jacob
Yeah.
got the beard.
Tell
I
him he
think
sucks
tag
on
him.
our next Instagram post. Tell him he's garbage because we love him. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Subscribe on YouTube for those fucking notifications.
Assault that like button.
Yeah. Can we get
Merch
2
that like
likes?
button.
We want 2 likes, all right? 2 5-year-olds. Fucking we'll get yeeted if we get 2 likes.
And that
We
is
will
a promise.
yeet one 5-year-old per like.
Yes, yes. That is a fucking damn near guarantee.
Damn. All right.
Thanks for
Gabe's
watching,
words.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.